All right, now what we're gonna do is I've got four terms, or just four headlines, four topics. What we have is game developer, TV producer, movie director, and then creator, God. All right. And I know most of you probably hadn't done any kind of studying on words and phrases. You might have. I'm not saying you haven't, and I know some of you have. But this thing's set up to where our minds, when we first get into really out of the matrix, we can gravitate towards one book, and then that would be it. You understand? Like, oh, I got it. This is it. And it never stops. It never stops. You know, and these control, or this thing, it loves doing shit like this to us. But let me first say this: the game that they've been playing with us is over. All right, and now what they're doing is they're, when they reset it, they finally decided to end it all. And what I mean by that is, if we pay attention to 1984, just for one example, whenever he tells Winston, he says no more registers and no more numbers. And that means that there's no more use for you. We don't need you no more. And and this shit it wasn't predicted, it was said a long time ago that this was going to happen. It's like I've said, listen, what they've developed in the brain of the creation of God, man. And I mean, it should make sense. If you really hate God and life, period, or the form of the image of God, which would be us, human beings, you would force them to not look up. You would force them to stay inside. And it's fucked up how people, they have no idea the torture and the chaos that is coming their way. Do y'all know anything about the word Tor? We've talked about that some. Rota, tarot, that's in the Wheel of Fortune card, but I ain't going to do that. But the tarot and Torah, all this stuff that goes together. Because see, the toroidal field, I don't know if that's how they spell it, but when it comes to Tor, all I know is this. This is a very small example of the geocentric. Okay? There's the dumbbell. That's the dumbbells. That's the bells that the churches have. That right there is going to be the straw. The straws right here, the alligator, the bird beak, whatever, up here, because this is Egypt. They tried to let us know, and truthfully, they left all that shit there to mock us. Okay, but your south is going to be the ring around it, and then north being your center. And see, the way that this thing, I should have put some arrows, but the fans on the top of houses literally look just like what goes on how this thing is designed. The magnetic field that the creator, the toroidal field created within here that you see, that everybody goes and gets chemicals and goes, kill it all, we gotta make it look good. Yeah. That's what God created in here, And that's what's crazy is because the bodybuilding was my thing, and dumbbells, it comes from that, and it does. So the same way that the toroidal field produces the magnetic field and that keeps us alive, okay, and that the sun within here and the moon, because under here you're going to have projection, so to speak. This is just a very lazy example. Because you're going to have to throw the equator in there, and then it's going to look like a donut if you did cut it. It should make sense. That's why they make everybody eat donuts. It's because it represents that. Oh, look. This is what it is. Look. There. See that? Just pretend that's right there. You see what I mean? And it's feeding in there and disintegrating. All this, you know, this is a big recycling system. And this come out of a TV. Why would a TV, an old TV have that? Look at all that copper. And do you see what I mean? Instead of us knowing about the Creator's magnetic field that's producing all life forms within there, we go to the TV producers who produce fantasies, false emotions, mind control. He is fucking crazy. Don't listen to him. The movie directors, instead of us knowing the Creator and the magnetic field, we know all the warlocks and wizards. That's the real name for that. Because they mock God, because in the mind, they create the toroidal field of lies. All games are developed, are designed on level, flat programs. Yeah, I should tell you something, but they're fucking dumb. And truthfully, the game represents a board, which would be Saturn, checkerboard, black and white. Okay? These structures are producing legions. The same way that the sun rays are supposed to produce us to be harmonious with each other and love each other. And really know what the fuck's going on. Nope, we got all this in here. These rays from here. And these people's thoughts comes into your head through you welcoming that shit. And then you go to those structures, which is an aggregation of a con. You go to these fake concerts because they're inserting a con of emotions and black magic and harnessing your goy energy, which is magnetic. And then your soul, you're not real. You're a demon. You know, you've got everything's a contract. Everything's a contract. You know what I mean? So let's go to Saturn's Law Dictionary and just look up the word tract. I don't care about contract. Tract. A lot, a piece or parcel of land of greater or less size, the term not importing in itself any precise dimension. But see, here's the whole deal with it. It doesn't matter where we've gotten with the word contract. It's where the beginning of it comes from. And it's a con. It's only a fictitious piece of paper with a fictitious system created by fictitious characters. Only in the end result is to make the son of a bitch go into flames. Oh, and that's the owl eyes too. That toroidal field represents the owl, like its face. And a bunch of other shit. It is fucking awesome when you really, really, really see it. Because, dude, I'm telling you, buddy, it's like a magnet in me. Like the crescent moon this morning coming up, because it's about to go to new. I was chasing it. Yeah, it was like 5:30, and I had to go get some water because I do certain things in certain cycles, circuits and currents, and I know when I consume that water, then I've got that current in me. That's from that. So when I drink the spring water, it comes from down here that they've covered up structures that we have, but it still comes up. And so all that's been fucking processed through all this. And then I put it in a mason jar and put my Jupiter symbol on it and then put it outside and let that light charge it. And then every morning I go out there and drink it while it's right there. And that's why the people, they're in there. They get up and consume. That's what I'm saying. Look, if you do drink coffee, it's like I drink it. I never drank it before until a few years ago. But I always get up if it's a smoothie or if it's my water, charge. Because if you put something in you first, then it's going to soak into your cells, what you're made of. If you don't put that in you, because then that way, when you introduce that, you got a better chance of just getting what we want out of it, getting wired for a minute, and then it running right through us. Instead of it soaking into us and making us fucking miserable, going, you're fucking crazy, Matt. Oh, like you. Never drinking water, and every day they just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then they go to the doctor and go, you got something, I fucking hate you. You're not real, Matt. I got it. You are horrible to yourself. I hate you. You see all this? We're going to control you because we hate you. You see what I mean? We're on fire. It's fucking crazy, dude. These demons they've created into these people through all this bullshit, this Ahrimanic deity, it is fucked up, man. But now you can start to see, because see, creator, or stands for gold, really represents the yellow fluid in your pineal gland. And what charges that? The S-U-N up there. And remember, everything's just an image of the other side. So the image of Jesus Christ is going to be there too when we go over, and not that sun. See, God ain't dumb. Matt Saints did that. No, it didn't. Satan did it. Say it for what it is. Say Satan did it. No, he didn't. All the churches are nothing but Disney now. It is fucked up, buddy. And they'll look right at you. You get out of here. It's like you opened your mouth to me. But this is what this produces, is this. And you could go into a million directions. This produces the magnetic foods that we don't consume. That's what I'm saying. You're not fucking human. You're not a human being. You're this Ahrimanic being to the rest of the world. Look, I can't get out of it, and you can't either. And see, you've been driven to where you can't even give yourself any motivation to do it. And that's through all that shit. Look, you got to be charged slowly over time and know what it's doing to you. Don't do like people do me and go, well, I tried it, nothing worked. And it's like, I'll have 10 years. That's what I'm saying. It's all these streaks that we're on right now. And it's sad because I can't really talk about a lot of them because, you know, we want to keep certain videos up and not get strikes, because right when the 19 hit of the C, when we were doing videos on the lungs, man, I mean, it was like we were not even saying anything and holding balloons up and showing diagrams of this is you, strike. And then when you get it, it says we think you go against. And when you show people, it's like, do you not see that word think? That means that they're telling you that we're right. Because we know think is propaganda. And they just go, I don't know what you're saying. You ready to go have an orgy today? Let's go fuck off. Let's go out to eat and do nothing with ourselves. And just gorge in the food, man. You not see who we are, man. See all our money. It's fucked up. It's like, guys, we're showing you. Like, it ain't real. And they cannot put it together because they've got 50,000 plus of this in there. And then everything they've ever seen has been hexed with black magic. So everything in there is black magic Ahriman. It's crazy. Even those of us that are awake, it's hard to see that. I understand. Like I've said, you even question yourself. You're like, you know, is this shit real? Quit fucking doing that. Whatever you lose. Fuck them. I don't give a shit. Listen, I might be living out of a ditch. No shit. Because I ain't fucking budging. And everybody is literally fucking crumbling around me. Seriously, it's fucked up. It is fucked up, this spirit, buddy. It is goddamn, if it is miserable, it's all miserable, every one of them. And see, that's the thing is the more light you shine, the more that fucking darkness in them tries to drag you down to where they are. And everybody around them co-signs each other's bullshit because everybody goes and does whatever they want to fucking do. And then when you say get y'all shit together, all of them that's selfish fucking look at you and go, fuck you. You see all of us being selfish? They don't say that, but that's what they're fucking doing. Squandering my future away. squandering what I've gave a decade for to acquire that shit by any means fucking necessary, and it's in flames. This week I showed some CEO shit, buddy. Everybody in there was like, what the fuck? And it's like, that's a message that says, you are out of date. You are fucking stupid. Get the fuck out of the way. I love you. That's what it said. And what do you get? Nothing. Nothing. You don't get nothing because they all know deep down inside that they're all fucking wrong. And they know, just like I said, it's easier to stay together in wrong, in misery, than it is to fight through the fucking pain of getting to the truth. I've been there, you sick goddamn people. It's insane. And then you got leaders of families sitting there drunk as fuck every night. And see, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter whether you get out of your addiction or not. Whatever it is that you're around, it doesn't matter how much money you have or don't. You will be controlled in one way, shape, or form by what the fuck it was that tried to kill you. From the outside. It ain't in you no more, but now you get to identify the fucking unseen in the people that comes in through that shit. And you identify the black magic magicians that fucking put spells on generations. That's where the fuck we are. Where are you at? Hey, come here, here, just watch Disney for another 3 hours today. Times 10 years old. That's fucking 12,000 hours of Disney by 10. He is crazy. I loved it. All those hours come out when we go over of cartoons. Everything that we put in of man comes out as monsters and demons in animal form. Everything we put in of nature and smells and all that, when it comes out, it's God's Spirit's going, welcome over here, buddy. Welcome to heaven. Welcome over here with us. The few of us. Look at all of them down there. Running around trying to get into all of them possessions that control their whole motion in life and everything. We are inheriting heaven right now because we've intaked more of God than Satan. When you tell people that, they get really fucking mad because then they find out they don't have Jesus. They've got that right there. Because this is instead of rays penetrating and generating cells, the rays, these structures, these are creating legions of Ahriman. You know, manic depressant, Ahrimanic depressant. No salts are in there. All this in the chemicals, that's Ahriman. Look, anything that represents that is Ahriman. Anything that represents that, God, Ahriman. This is two very easy terms. This is there. You give it 10 years on y'all society, now it's there. And they've been watching TV for those 10 years and seeing at least a million images and commercials of going, I got it! I caught it! I got it! And that not knowing that they're just fucking stupid. I'm talking about fucking dumb. If you're watching this, why have you gotten this far to get mad? Go get your piece of paper. We'll F with it from the collegiums, which is colleges, which comes from the Latin Roman Cardinal College of Rome, Saturnalia shit. However it's said. Saturn. It's Saturn. You're a Saturn deity because your whole existence, which is in there, is there. It's been down. It's this. This is in you. Whatever's in here is in there. Not that. This is Ahrimanic technology. You can't see what we're giving you because of the fucking thousands and thousands and thousands of bullshit images. He's crazy. I think they're crazy. He's crazy. They're going to shut the motherfucker down, the resources and all, and we're going to sit back. I hadn't ate popcorn in a long time. And I've got some popcorn for a special occasion. Because when people are panicking, I'm going to fucking cook that popcorn. And I'm going to walk around town eating fucking popcorn going, ha 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 ha! Cherry time, bitches! Ha! And they'll be going, what are you doing? It's like, cause we said it, you dummies. And I'll be throwing them up. They'll be trying to get it. Because remember, the cities they'll go first. Whatever happens. And now we're not saying like when, but it will. But they'll go first. The news will stay in it, whatever story, to push everybody into it. And that's what I'm saying. They're so fucking Arimon addicted to the news, and that's who it is. Instead of knowing all that, which is very easy, but you don't. You're an Arimonic deity. And so those resources, you need to think about how many go into those cities. And when those stop, whatever comes out of the cities is going to be on top after destroying everything. And then they'll eventually come through. And then eventually in time, it will be apocalyptic. This is what I was wanting to show you. Is how the sun rays create what we need, we don't have. And now, this creates the same way for Satan within us. The same way this would produce this for life. Only we have death. And then we take up for death. And go, he's crazy. They're not real. There's no praying for them. They're going to burn in hell. You know, because I mean, it's crazy. But see, they designed the younger generation to destroy the older structured generation. That's the problem. It's not hard to see it. The gadgets came and then, fuck, they're done. And then they always nag the older generation, and then they succumb to that shit, and then the whole unit is that fucking 5-year-old mindset without them not knowing it. They can show me, it doesn't matter how much money they have. Let's go do an inventory on the whole family unit, the whole structure inside and out, schooling, all of it, every bit of it. Let's go look at what has produced through that surname of that last name of that family unit by by doing an inventory by each individual. How has it fucking, you show me how you have been a Christian and how you have devoted your life to Jesus and not the fucking world, and you're not an Arimonic deity that has went in every night and gave your life to a fucking TV, which is bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Prove it to me. Prove it to me that you're not a demon that can't go fucking look up. Prove it to me, you motherfuckers. Prove it. And you won't. Look at you. If you're watching this, you're going, God, that guy's crazy. Have you fucking looked up yet? Have you gave your life to looking up? Psalms 19:1 says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament sheweth his handiwork. In your fucking shitty Christian life, you say, the world, I did this. That's what the old man told me. I did this. And I said, God did this in an army of messengers. I said, because people that I'm around talking about like being a boss, and I said, I'll never be a boss again. I'll be a leader. And I said, because that's what I do is lead people. And I said, now I had to be led too at one time. And I said, but I'm from the fucking old school of shit to where when you fucking show what you're made of, you get the fuck out of the way and you let them motherfuckers lead and let them charge. And then others feed into that shit, but instead they're feeding into this. Don't listen to him. And it's like for 10 years, listen to me. For 10 years they've been saying, he's crazy, he's crazy. And that's the whole world and everybody. They ain't not once said, let's listen. That's Arimon, because that means if they listen, the whole life is a lie. And they would rather go on like an alcoholic to the bitter end and not face the reality of the false fantasies that they live in. And as a group, as a whole together, they're going to go and perish together forever together. Instead of saying, let's change that, let's listen. And they can't fucking do it. Because the Creator is not in there. This toroidal field is not there. The individual has been created around fantasies, false emotions, and mind fucking control from day goddamn one for a long fucking time. And this is it. There ain't no more go-arounds. They're going to fuck with us and they're going to destroy everything. It'll be all in flames. And then these motherfuckers, it'll be just like Judge Dredd. You say a cuss word, bing, there goes $25 out of your account. Oh, you didn't identify them as a fucking goat? Oh, there goes $25 more out. Oh, you didn't go get your shot? There goes your whole bank account. While y'all are telling me that we're fucking crazy, they're slowly destroying you. I mean, it's insane. What's giving you all your this right here is literally fucking $10 a box. Yeah. So now the people are bitching about the shit that gave them that in the first place. It's too high. It gave you that in the first place. You're crazy. You're Ari Bond. I love you.